Hey, what's going on YouTube? Climb here. And man, has it been a while. Now I know you've missed my sultry voice. And I'm excited to bring you a video. It's been far too long. I appreciate the patience and the support and the incessant calls, of course, and messages telling me, yelling at me to bring back more videos. So I have a couple of videos that I've worked on that have no commentary. They're just gameplay, just good solid gameplay and nothing really more to talk about it. But this gameplay highlights from the last Iron Banner with Supremacy, or a few Iron Banners ago, where I was just going absolutely off. So in the first tip video, this will be tip video number 2, and the first tip video was also Supremacy, Iron Banner, and I was talking about leading your engagements with a grenade. And I also want to talk about, in this video, using your line of sight, like breaking line of sight, as well as use of cover. Now, more specifically, the latter as far as use of cover. So every time when you're engaging or about to engage someone, when you're running, after running away, this kind of goes along the same lines of thought as map awareness. So with map awareness, maybe you typically think of like spawn points and locations, stuff like that. What I want to kind of challenge you with is every time you're moving around the map, every time you're about to engage someone, recognize where your cover is. Like, never engage someone, maybe as like a general rule of thumb, never engage someone as much as you can help it. I got so lucky on this kill. Without use of cover. So when you're moving somewhere, like, it has to, this is dumb. How did I survive that? Sorry, I'm breaking my train of thought. So as much as you're running towards someone, like I'm running towards C or A, whichever side this is right now, I want to make sure I know exactly where my cover is. And same here, I'm breaking line of sight. So I'm jumping up above where I think this guy's line of sight is going to be, jumping up above and strafing across or blinking across the line of sight. Always breaking line of sight when I'm engaging. Now also, when I'm like using my primary or secondary, I'm utilizing cover. So utilize everything you can with cover, right? So I'm backing up. I know that this wall right here to my left is cover. I back up a little bit and then re-engage, push out. And again, kind of reiterating from last video, lead your engagements with a grenade. You can see it absolutely helped me out there because I wouldn't be able to get that double kill otherwise. Now here, line of sight. Recognize that someone's coming around the corner, bust out the shotgun. Pretty easy kill. But the same thing here, you see that my direct line of sight is pretty near with those two guys. Lead my engagement with their grenade, come around using that cover, using that wall to my cover, and then engaging. So I could have like strafed back and forth from that cover, but you don't want to be caught out in the open like right here without either breaking line of sight, like I'm jumping up here, breaking line of sight, and then unfortunately I get mowed down there. So that sucks. Broke my kill streak there. I was on a pretty good rampage. But I was breaking line of sight, number 1, and then number 2, I'm trying to engage, and I kind of got cut out in the open a little bit. So I had nothing to fall behind except for the walls in front of me. I could have used to maybe strafe left or right, but because I knew he was going to push, I got behind the cover to that wall in front of me to my right, and then I jumped up and over, breaking line of sight, assuming he was going to rush me. And it worked out against the first guy, and had I had another shotgun shot, it probably would have worked out against the second guy as well. So it's kind of a lot, and it's going to be kind of a shorter video, but I really wanted to press this. So every movement, like when something to really practice of, every movement, when these next several games that you're going to be making, is recognizing cover. I mean, I literally like don't want you to think about making a move. I mean, even if you have to practice so much to where you have to slowly move from cover to cover. But so here, it's like I can just be aggressive, even though only because I'm breaking line of sight. That was the only reason why, as opposed to just charging him. Slide shotgunning would have done the same thing. It would have just break that line of sight. Here again, breaking line of sight and missing some poor shots. But recognizing my cover, I'm recognizing that I'm using this pole in front of me to as cover, and I throw a grenade off to the right, break line of sight, expecting kind of the flash that I might push on that side, push from the left side. So there's a lot of ways you can use that. Even hugging a wall when you're running away and you're weak, staying absolutely close is utilizing cover. And now I'm getting close to that this pod right here, staying line of sight or breaking line of sight. Utilizing cover, not engaging until I have cover. So I'm moving from one spot to this next. I'm moving these boxes here, and then I'll move to this pillar off to my right. Had he engaged a little bit more, I'm going to rush in only because I'm breaking line of sight. Alright, so I know I'm kind of reiterating this, I'm repeating this a lot, but I can't stress this enough how helpful this has been for me. It requires a lot of thinking, a lot of mental energy. And, pre-firing has nothing to do with this, but it helps. Just as a side note, pre-firing if you think someone's going to be around the corner. So I think for the most part that's going to be it, is breaking line of sight. So you're going to see me a lot of jumping, a lot of sliding around doorways. You see me iterate this over and over again in my videos. But one thing I wanted to stress a little bit more, and maybe I'm not doing as effectively, or hopefully I am, is utilizing cover. So here, right, this is my immediate cover. I know someone's coming behind me, so I'm hugging that wall with his super, and I'm just booking it. So as opposed to just running straight back, I'm sliding underneath the lines of sight where I think he might be. Tip number 1, in leading engagement with a grenade, man, does it help. And unfortunately I stopped firing because I was so focused on that stupid tag, but could have got a 3-piece. But utilizing cover, so I mean part of that was, right, he utilized cover coming out, even though I had heavy, but he had cover. I didn't know quite he was there. He was able to pop out and finish me off, and I was completely exposed, right? So even if I was at full health, and I wasn't, but even if I was at full health, I had no cover to fall back into if I was engaging. So that was my fault. That's why I lost that. Besides the fact that I'm running forward into something, but I had no means of escape. And so cover is a great way to use this as escape. So now I thought someone was above me. I'm utilizing the cover in front of me, those walls, going back and forth. So, alright, I hope I've certainly burned your ears with enough repetition and how important it is to utilize cover. Think about every single movement you're going to make and where you're going to engage someone. Make sure that there's cover. Utilize that cover to engage, to push forward, or at least break line of sight if you're going to push forward. And then use cover to escape and to get into primary shots. Like here I'm out in the open and he's just gun rushing me. But I was able to have enough time because he was out in the open. Anyway, that's going to kind of close it down for me. Let me know if you have any questions or thoughts, or if you need some clarifications. Hopefully I did this video a little bit of justice. Again, hope you missed me. I'm glad I'm back on a little bit and have some videos going for you. But besides that, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay because, again, like last time I had 72 crests and I went off. I had a lot of fun movements and plays with this game. Anyway, hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.
Their crest belongs to you now. Double kill. Glory is yours. Securing the crest is vital. Good work. Finish them. One minute. Their glory goes to you, Guardian. Excellent retrieval. Now fight on. 30 seconds remaining. Started with nothing but a fighting spirit. Now you have an arm full of crests and all the honor that goes with it.